Hi everyone, this is Terry from Allen Art and Design. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'd really love to hear what you think of my projects. If you enjoy the content on my channel, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Happy crafting. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Terry from Allen Art and Design. Hope everybody's having a nice day. This is my next project. I have a bunch of these ugly, soft-sided containers. That I want to use for vessels. They got kitty hair on them from my Louis. So I did go ahead and I cut all the pieces. This is going to be another hot glue project. These are for me. I just need them for storage. And I had this material, I had this lace. I was actually able to use up all of the lace. I still have a little bit of the material left, but that's fine. That's the kind of material I would definitely use. But I thought instead of these ugly containers, I can actually make something pretty. Look at that one, it's got frogs on it. This one's got plaid. This one's got polka dots. And this one is kind of plain. So I'm just gonna get started. I think I'll start with the bigger one. So what I need to do is, I believe I need to do the inside first. I don't know, I've never done this before. I mean, I did make a glue, or a no-sew fabric vessel. I made it with hot glue. So this is, it's in the same vein. So let's see how I want to do this. I think I need to take it apart. Take all the lace off. I mean, that can happen at the end anyways. Let me find something to put my pins in while I'm tearing this thing apart. I do want to go ahead and do the inside first. So I think what I'm going to do is just start gluing it in place. Gotta stand up for this. And I'm right-handed, so I do like my... The problem is my plug is on the left. I don't have any plugs on the right. So we just have to deal with what we're gonna have to deal with. All right, I'm gonna start at the bottom. And the last vessel that I made, I went through so many glue sticks. It was crazy how many glue sticks I went through. So I'm probably gonna go through a lot with this too. So what I need to do is I need to add some here on the inside so that will catch. Got to do it before the glue sets. There. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. There's a lot of strings on this material. Just pull. And if it's loose, add more glue. All right. I need to be able to lift the sides up. So what I want to do is work my way around this way. I'm going to tilt it so hopefully you can see. Lots of glue. And then you just... I want the top to be in a good spot, and then I'll press in the inside. I'm not as worried about the inside as I am like the edge. There we go. And I'm just going to keep working around. One thing that I am doing right now with excess craft supplies, I'm donating them to Lizzi Brewer's online yard sale. I've already sent her 2 boxes. Getting ready this afternoon to send her another box package. As I'm going through, it's given me an excuse to go through my craft room and get rid of things that I don't think I'll ever use, or I have more of that one thing than I need, and I don't mind sharing with somebody, you know, that I can help out. So she's trying to raise money for her daughter, Jennifer. So I thought I would help out. I've bought, thing is I keep going to her yard sale and I keep buying stuff every time I go because I want to help her out, but there's also things I want. I've already bought one of these cigar boxes of hers. It's a lace kit and it's got some beautiful laces in it. So my next video is I bought another one. I'm gonna do another review on the new one. And then I thought it might be fun for me to show you what I actually do with these laces that I buy. Instead of just showing you what I buy, I want to show you how I use it. I have got a fantastic project that I am so excited about. That'll be my next, after this, it's my next video. And it's showing you how I use all these laces and things. So stay tuned for that one because that's going to be a good one. I'm so excited about it. I love it. I've been putting it together behind the scenes and I cannot wait to do that. But I really have been wanting to do this for a long time. These things have been sitting on my project table for a few months and this is ridiculous. I have got to get this done. So here we go. We're going to get it done. Now, since I have all this excess glue that I don't really want to see, I'm going to fold that inside. Doesn't matter on the bottom because I'm going to be putting like a little, you know, a bottom on there. All right, so I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, at some point I want to move the cabinet in the corner to repaint it. That's probably a winter project. I'd like to see if there's another plug over there because if there is, I'm going to put an extension cord and that way I can have the things I need on the right side of me. But right now, I can't get at anything, so that's not happening. Okay, so let's just close that up at the top. Like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. I just need some storage, and this is a perfect storage solution for my craft room. This big one's going to be for like material that I'm using for projects. And each one has it. I already have like a designated thing that I want to put in each of these vessels. Now, I know I need to put more here, along the edge here. I hope you could see. It's not easy trying to video when you're doing this kind of a project, but let's see if I can. Yeah, I mean, there's excess glue, but who cares? Oh, the thing that I should be using that I'm not are my glue fingers. I love these things. And if anybody watched my video where I was doing that's the boho pumpkin, I lost one of my thumb ones. I found it. These are supposed to be some kind of a thimble. I would never use that as a thimble. Works perfectly for my thumb for when I'm doing hot glue though. All right, let's see where we left off. That looks pretty good. Yeah, there's some excess glue. I can always just pull it off. Once it dries, it comes off easily. Okay, so now let's see the bottom. I think I should probably trim off some of this excess material. I don't know how easy this is going to be. But it seems like there's an excess of material in there. Doesn't need to be neat. It's going to be covered, but I feel like I want to get some of that bulk out of there. And all this is a curtain that I bought from, oops, there goes my thumb again. I'm going to lose it. You watch. It's a curtain from Savers. I love buying curtains and pillow shams from Savers. It's a great way to buy material on the cheap. And you don't find these kind of patterns when you go to a fabric. Like, well, first of all, Joann Fabrics is closed. Michael's is trying to take over that spot, but guess what? They're not doing a great job. I went over there, and they don't have much of anything. The thing is, their stores are already established, and they don't have excess real estate for a fabric department, so they're trying to shove a little fabric department in each store. It's, you know, you could find some things. I've found needles and things and stuff like that, and I think I did buy a little bit of material. See, now these little scraps, I will save those for needle books. I don't waste anything. I did buy some material for my granddaughter's 1-year baby book. And what else did I buy material for? Something else. So I bought a few things there, but it wasn't much. So I love to go to Savers, look through. You can even sheets if you need like material to make a quilt and you don't have the money to spend on all these fabrics and materials. Just go to Savers, buy some sheets and pillowcases. Cut them up, and you've got, and curtains. Curtains are a great resource. Cut them up, and you can make a quilt. Cheap. I'm making all this stuff. I love these things that I've been making lately. Try to come up with new ideas, which isn't easy. I mean, this isn't a new idea, but it's my version of a new idea. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I have this square piece. I could definitely cut that. I do have another piece here. I don't know why I have two pieces, but I think if I just make this into a circle, I'm just going to round the corners. That's all I'm doing. Because I don't want to lose too much of the material here. Just rounding it so it'll fit in better. Look at how pretty this material is. Love it. And it's thick. It's not cheap fabric at all. It's really nice. Now look. Will that fit in there? The other thing I can do is I can snip so that it will conform to the shape better. Like I said, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to be sticking things in here and nobody's even going to see the bottom, so I'm not wasting time on worrying about perfection. I am a recovering perfectionist, and I don't want anything to do with perfection anymore. I can't deal with it. I don't have time. I don't have the energy. I really have no desire to try to make things perfect anymore. All right, so I'm going to start gluing these little sections that I just made one at a time. And if there's excess glue, don't worry about it. When it dries, you can peel it off. So I'm just going to go around to each section. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Now, I want to push it down on the bottom and then catch the sides. There. Okay. And if I really cared, which I don't, I could put some kind of a piece of material around to finish it off, but I don't really care. I just think this is a great way to, I'm using something I already had. I had these vessels. baskets, bowls, whatever you want to call them. I had them already. And I'm like, why not just use those to make what you need? I love the saying, use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. My mother used to say that all the time. She was, from the Depression era, so they didn't waste anything. They used everything. Even when I cleaned my father's house out when he passed away, I went into the closets and he had things, I swear, things that he would never even use, but he kept them because he didn't want to waste. It was ridiculous. I had to end up like throwing a lot of it out because it wasn't anything anybody wanted in my family. But it was things that he felt like he had to save. And, I'm not criticizing him. It's like, he was trying to conserve and save, and there's nothing wrong with that. We didn't have a lot of money. I grew up with 7 brothers, and I was the only girl. Unfortunately, one of my brothers passed away before, in the 50s, when he was only 4 years old, and I never got to know him, except for through my parents. But, I grew up with a household full of boys. Nobody even knew I was a girl until I was about 13, because I dressed like a boy, I acted like a boy, I wanted to be a boy. I was a wicked tomboy when I was a kid. Oh boy, I'm getting glue everywhere. Yeah, I was quite the tomboy. All right. I'll tell you, I wasn't afraid to try things and do things, though, because, my brothers were always running around doing stuff, and I wanted to be like them, so I used to climb trees. One time I climbed a tree, I think I climbed about into like 100 feet up. And then I got scared and I froze and my brothers had to come and get me. I don't think I ever climbed a tree like that ever again, but I just kept climbing and climbing. I wasn't paying attention. I was having so much fun climbing that when I finally looked down, I was like at the top of a skyscraper. My brothers were always having to try to get me out of like the mess that I got myself into trying to copy them. But it was fun. We lived across the street from a private school. It was all wooded, and we spent our whole childhood in there making forts and just having a blast. Now you can't go near the place. It's like Fort Knox. But when we were kids, you could just go in there. Nobody bothered you. You could just have fun in there. And we did. We just had a blast. It's working. Let's get some underneath too. All right. Yeah, I've been really enjoying these hot glue projects. I got like a whole series of these hot glue projects that I've been doing. I love it. Not everybody sews. That's the whole thing, right? Not everyone even wants to sew. Not everybody even likes sewing. But they want pretty things. So why not make some pretty things out of stuff that you can get for cheap money? And you get yourself a hot glue gun and some glue sticks, and guess what? You're on your way. You can make these things, and they're useful, but they're also very pretty, and that's what I like about them. Okay. And I love to find storage solutions for my craft room. I only have so much space, and I try to maximize it. See, I got a bunch of glue on there right there, excess. doesn't matter. If you just scoop it up as it dries, you can just peel it off and you're good. All right, so look, got the bottom in there. I might have to, you know, add a little bit more glue in a few spots, which I am. Use your finger. Like this needs something under there. That one does too. Just go around, check it, see if it needs extra, and it will. Push it in. Just a little. You don't need a lot. Sometimes you can just push it with the tip of the hot glue gun too. That works. These things are good because the glue doesn't stick to them. So you could scoop it up like that. And as it dries, you just peel it off. So, look, I already have the sides and the bottom done. But I'll put a little excess there because I can see that it needs it. Got excess on there, just pull it off. All right, we got excess. If you see excess strings, just cut them off. All right, so how's that look? I gotta stick that in there a little bit. Yeah, right there too. Just push it with the tip of the hot glue gun. So I've already got my bottom in there. Now, I say I'm not going to go around and put something in there, but I do have excess like trims and laces and things. If I think I'm not going to use it and it will fit in there, I might hot glue that in there. Why not? Make it look pretty. Say yet. I'd have to go through my stuff and see what I have. All right. Cotton material shreds so much. I just went ahead and I cut out pieces off of this, just extra material that matches. I just cut little pieces and put them around the edge. Actually, I don't want to cut that because I could use that piece. I just cut little pieces. I glued it on the inside first, and then I glued it on the outside. And the outside doesn't matter at all. This is what it looked like originally. It's ugly. I don't know, somebody gave it to me. I think my daughter-in-law gave it to me. And I was using it for stuff. But it's just, I want all my stuff to match, that's all. The other thing I did was I found some more of the material and I made a bottom for it. It's a little wonky. But what I did was I didn't want to waste the part of the thing that I was cutting. So see that? I didn't want to waste those beautiful roses. So I just cut off the corners that didn't have much of anything on them. And I hot glued them together. And there's a seam, but it's the bottom. It doesn't matter at all. And I'll just turn it over and hot glue it on the bottom. Actually, I think I'll use that on the bottom because it's not as thick as this. So, I'm trying to figure out which is the best way for me to go with this. Is it, I think it's going to be this way. Yep, it's going to be that way. So, I am going to leave a little bit of space. And then I'm going to add glue all the way down. Now, this vessel is thick enough where I want to make sure I have the outside here. Okay. This one is thick enough where I don't have to reinforce. I don't have to reinforce the sides on this one. But I do have one that's kind of... the sides are floppy like this one. I'm going to take some of that material that I got from a grandmother from my summer program gave me a bunch of really thick, like, it's like canvas material. I'm going to use some of that to reinforce the sides of that. Oh, I put too much glue on there. And I got to get my little glue things back on. I'm going to have to get some more of these because I lose everything. So I think I'm not going to buy more of these orange ones, but these pink ones you can get at Dollar Tree. I definitely want more of them. That way, if I lose them like I did the last time, I mean, it's just how I roll. I'm always losing stuff. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and go around. And you can turn something ugly into something really pretty very quickly. I'm just going to work in sections. It's just easier that way. Because the hot glue, you know, it dries quickly. So we'll just go to there. All right. And like I said, I want to leave a little bit of an edge like that. And then this, you just press it down. Try to press it up against that material so that it smooths it out. And this is, it's rustic anyway. It's not going to be perfect. Doesn't matter. It's made out of material and fabric, whatever. Okay, that's working. So leave that edge. I'm going to go about to here. I'm running out of glue again. I gotta get another glue stick. Get under there too. Oh boy, am I gonna make it? Just one more. Okay, I gotta get another glue stick. And this trick that I showed people before is put a little bit of hot glue on the end of your glue stick and it will stick on there. And that way, even if it's too short, sometimes it takes a little while and you have to push it. You don't have to do that. So let's do this before this glue dries. So like I said, I'm going around the edge and I'm leaving a little bit. Pull this down and then just, there we go. It's not perfect, but it's okay. You can pull it down a little bit. Yep, yeah. Good, good, good. How far did we go? Oh, we went pretty far. This isn't really that difficult. This is the top part of the curtain, and it even has the line, you know, like the line of stitching where you put the curtain rod right through here. I don't care. I don't want to waste the good part of the curtain. I'm just using this part. Who cares? All right, let's see. Oh, we still have a ways to go, so. And this has some kind of button on it. I don't care. I'm just going to leave it there. This hot glue gun is weird. It creaks. Does anybody else have a hot glue gun that creaks? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear that. It's just strange. I've had this thing forever. My husband even bought me a new Gorilla Glue one, but it's little and it has small glue sticks, and I'd rather work with big glue sticks. I get more done that way. So he's like, how come you don't use the one I bought you? I'm like, I do. I use it for smaller projects. But when I'm working on a big project, I need the big glue guns. We need the big guns. All right. See, that works fine. Got a little excess here. Thread. Just snip it off. Oh, that's looking good. Look at that. Okay. I think we have one more section left. Oh, so this is bigger than it needs to be. So I can go ahead and cut that because I'm only going to turn it over about 1/4 inch. So now all we have to do here is turn it over. I might cut out some of this excess material here because it's making it too bulky. Doesn't matter. All right, let's see. This is bulky too. I'll take that out. I only have to go back as far as I'm turning it. going to start here. Let's actually, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to glue it down first. Like, I'm going to fold it over like a little seam allowance first. Yeah. Just makes it easier. Yeah, see, there's a double layer. There's a double layer of material here. That's why it was so thick. That's just going to hold that until I'm going to start here in this corner because that's where I want it to line up. I'm just going to give that a second. And hold it down good. You know what I think I'll use? A clip. Oh, I love these new ones that I bought. They're bigger. Very nice. Okay, that'll hold that little corner there that I want done really good. Listen to the weird noises this thing is making. I think it's on its last leg. Very strange. Okay, so we want to push it, push it, push it. Flatten it down. I'm going to have to do some more here, I think. Yep, I need more here. Okay. Look at that. Got a nice seam there. And this doesn't take very long. There's excess glue, so I'll just pull that off. And there's a nice seam right there. And the edges look good. Nice. All right. Now what we want to do is, so it's not a round, it's a funny thing, it's round on the top, like this, but it's square on the bottom. It's weird. I don't know. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm going to miter the corners. Jeez, I hope this thing will last till I'm done. I got 3 more of these to make. It's making some weird noises. All right, so I'm going to push it down. And then I'm going to miter the corner. There we go. Push it down. Hold that down for a minute. Hot glue dries very quickly. I feel like I want to get rid of this excess. Right there. Okay, so we're just going to keep working around. I'm going to have to go out and get me a new glue gun. It's going to have to last for this project. So, that worked. Look at that. I don't even think I need this big of a bottom. Nope, I don't. I'll get the corner glued down anyways. All right, so then all the edges will be nice and turned over. I'm trying to get it just right. Okay, excess glue, no big deal. It's fine. Get excess glue. Look at that. That takes it right off. I love that. That's a new trick that I have with this. These thumbs have little ridges on them and they pull off all the glue. That's awesome. Okay, so, I mean, it's not perfect, but whatever. It's the bottom. I think I have too much material there. I'm just going to struggle, so. Okay, so now we just have to turn it under. I think I need to pull this back a little bit so I can get that corner right. Do it in sections. Get it under there. Yep. Get under. Okay, so then we just have this corner left. Okay. I feel like we need a little bit to hold that. And then I can just do that one little spot. Where's your thing? Where's your thumb? Did you lose it again? I lost it again. Are you kidding me? It's probably under there. Nope. Where did... This is becoming a running theme with me. Losing my thumb thing. Oh. It was on my other finger. Wow, I'm losing it. I think I've been crafting too long today. And I'm not even finished. I still have 3 more of these to go. All right, so I think that looks good. I mean, it's not perfect. Who cares? Where's that hot glue gun? I'm going to add a little bit more underneath this edge. Whoops. I just went over it. I want this edge to lay down. Excess glue, just scoop it up. Hold that down. That works beautiful. Okay, so bottom is done. It's not exactly perfect. It's a little wonky, but who cares? I was able to use up that piece of material that I didn't care about. So that's good. All right, so that's done. I want to go ahead and put this on, but I need to think about, do I want to use this to line that seam? Nah, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a lot more work than it needs to be, and it's on the inside and nobody's going to care, especially me, because it's mine. All right, let's go ahead and do this part. I'm going to start with the seam, I think. Cover the seam up. And again, I'm just going to go right along here, and we're going to, I'm only gluing it there because I want these to dangle. So we're just going to go ahead on the edge in sections. It's just easier to work in sections. And make sure you catch this underneath. That's what's going to hold this on. I think that's very pretty. Hope I judged this right. Wow. Needs a teeny bit right there. And I think I will glue it there too. Just so it will hold. Wow. Just enough. See, I did all this prep ahead of time. Look at that. Look. I love how the lace moves. I love that. I think that looks really cool. So every time you pick it up, it's going to be moving. Isn't that pretty? Now there's a line of stitching there, and if I wanted to, I could go ahead and add something to that, but the lace covers it, so why bother? Why waste any, of my good stuff on a project like this. This is just a storage project. Okay, so I love this. I think it looks great. A few threads here and there, but that's all right. I think it looks great. I love it. I want to know in the comments what you think. I will go ahead and I will make the other 3, and I will come back and show you what they came out, how they came out. Just want to give that a little bit more right there, because it has like a little gaping hole right there. And again, I can just take this. It pulls off that excess glue. See that? Just comes right off with that. Love it. All right. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, that corner's a little bit wonky, but who cares? I think it looks good. I mean, it's covered, it's neat, and it's gonna serve the purpose that I need it to, which is to hold things for sewing. As I started cutting up that other piece, I said, oh, why do I have 2 pieces? Well, it turns out that I cut up the bottom piece. It's a good thing that I had extra of this material, because I needed to cut out another bottom. So I will go ahead and I will finish the other 3. These 3. See, this one has loose sides. This one has loose sides. I'm gonna secure that with some of that heavy canvas. I'm gonna glue that on first before I do anything else. Yeah, it looks like I already took a piece and covered the edges on that one. Did I do it? It looks like I might have done it on the others. I don't know why I didn't do it on that one. But I just love the way that these look. And I think that they're gonna help me in my craft room tremendously.